For pre-need funerals, burials, and cremations, it's Curtis & Son Funeral Home since 1975. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg. Funeral service for Ethel Faye Dean McConaughey, age 89, is Saturday at 2 p.m. from Marble City Baptist Church, with burial in the Evergreen Cemetery. Visitation at the church 2 hours prior to the service, noon until 2 p.m. on Saturday. In lieu of flowers, a family request donation be made to the Marble City Baptist Church. Online condolences at curtissonsonfh.com. Mrs. McConaughey died April 26 at Coosa Valley Medical Center. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing. Mrs. Ann Hay, age 84, of Sylacauga, died at her residence this morning. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, announcing. Visitation for Ms. Janice P. Rhodes will be today from 4:30 till 6:30 at Radley Funeral Home in Alexander City. Memorial messages may be sent to the family at radleyfuneralhome.com. Radley Funeral Home, directing. Funeral service for Ms. Essie Irvin Jackson, age 98, of Alexander City, is today at 3 o'clock from the chapel of Radley Funeral Home. Reverend Tim Harris officiating. Burial in the Hillview Memorial Park. The family receiving friends today 1 until 2:30 at the funeral home. Ms. Jackson died April 26 at Chapman Healthcare Center. She was a member of the Comer Memorial Baptist Church. Radley Funeral Home, directing. Funeral service for Ms. Annie S. Whitehead of Kelladon is Saturday at 2 o'clock from the chapel of Radley Funeral Home. Reverend Clyde Coker officiating. Burial in the Kelladon Memory Garden. The family receiving friends Saturday 1 until 1:45 at the funeral home. Ms. Whitehead died Monday, April 24th in Arkansas. She was a member of the Kelladon Baptist Church. Radley Funeral Home, directing. Funeral service for Mrs. Myra May Milliner, age 77, is today at 11 o'clock from the chapel of Radley Funeral Home. Reverend Harold Cummings officiating. Burial in the Bethlehem New Salem Cemetery. Ms. Milliner died Tuesday, April 25th at Chapman Healthcare Center. Radley Funeral Home, directing. Funeral service for Mr. Melvin Sears, age 60, is Saturday at 1:30 at Joyful Noise AOH Church of God in Sylacauga. Burial in the Evergreen Cemetery. Visitation today, 1 until 8 o'clock at the funeral home. Online condolences at communityfuneralhome.org. Mr. Sears died April 22nd in Birmingham. Community Funeral Home, directing. Funeral service for Harvey Miller Jr., age 73, is Saturday at noon from DeForest Chapel on the campus of Talladega College. Interment in the Midway Memory Garden Cemetery. The body will lie in state at the church 1 hour prior to the service. Mr. Miller died April 23rd. Terry's Metropolitan Mortuary, directing. Funeral service for Ms. Kerline E. Henderson, age 58, is Saturday at 11 o'clock from Community Funeral Home Chapel. Burial in the Shady Grove United Methodist Church Cemetery in Hanover. Visitation today, 1 until 8 o'clock, with a family hour, 5 until 7, at the funeral home. Community Funeral Home, directing. Funeral service for Ralph Chandler, age 67, is 1 o'clock Saturday at St. Mary's Baptist Church, with interment in the church cemetery. The body will lie in state at the church 1 hour prior to the service. Mr. Chandler died April 23rd. Terry's Metropolitan Mortuary, directing. Jimmy F. Adams, age 58, died April 27th at his residence. Talladega Funeral Home, announcing the arrangements. Miss Karen Wilson, age 56, died April 26th in Sylacauga. Community Funeral Home will announce the arrangements. Funeral service for Randy Newton, age 62, is today at 11 o'clock from Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, with the Reverend Tim Teague officiating. Burial in the Evergreen Cemetery. Mr. Newton died April 25th at his residence. Online condolences at curtissonsonfh.com. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing. Mrs. Mary Jenkins died this morning. Funeral arrangements are pending. Visitation today from 10 until 11 o'clock at Radley Funeral Home in Alexander City for Miss Frances Virginia Parsons. Miss Parsons died April 26th at Russell Medical Center. Radley Funeral Home in charge of the arrangements. These obituaries brought to you by Curtis & Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg. 256-245-4361 for pre-needs, funerals, burials, and cremations. It is Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg.